Let's talk about that with Sam and Jackson. Season 1, Episode 3. Directed by Samuel Weiss and Jackson Hartman. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you have an amazing day so far. I'm Samuel Weiss, and ladies and gentlemen,
I got my stool.
My boy Jackson Hartman. If you're going to enjoy, subscribe, like, and make sure to hit that wonderful notification bell. And without any further ado,
This thing is loose.
let's get into it. Yeah, I know, it's pretty dang loose.
Dang.
I know, right? You want to tell our viewers at home what our topic is?
TV shows!
TV shows, the wonderful world of, not cinema,
Television.
not literature,
Television.
but television.
Yeah.
So, we don't watch a lot of TV I watch a lot of TV, I know he does, but not a lot of the same TV shows. So, we're gonna go over a few main shows that we enjoy and the overall arc of television. You want to start us off with some TV show that you really enjoy, Jackson?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
One of my favorite TV shows, but since they recently took it off Netflix, I've been pretty pissed because I gotta download the app, and then it's just gonna cost more money and just freaking ridiculous. But one of my favorite TV shows is The Office. It came out in the early 2010s, early 10s.
I think it was 9.
I think it did come out sometime in the early 2000s. Amazing show. I know that it does require a
level of humor that not a lot of people have.
A level of humor. What's the word? Like a specific taste. Like my mom and dad never watch stuff like that from NBC because all of the NBC shows, whether it's like Brooklyn Nine-Nine, Parks and Recreation, The Office, they all have the same type of humor.
Yeah.
And it kind of takes a required taste for someone to understand and enjoy the show. And I just, if you are one of those people, I very much recommend the show. It's amazing. I think you can get it on the NBC app on, I think it's Fire TV. It's like Amazon Prime and some crap like that. But since they took it off Netflix, I don't think it's on there anymore, but whatever.
Oh yeah, great, Jackson. But let's stick on this for a minute. So what kind of humor do you think it definitely takes? What kind of humor does it take for a person to enjoy 9 seasons of the show?
Really good question, actually.
Thank you.
The type of humor that I'd say it takes for someone to really enjoy the show is not like straight up jokes. Like the humor in The Office is kind of subtle. Like you can't, like it's not really straight up out there with like jokes.
Interesting.
I mean, aside from Michael with That's What She Said, because Michael's the king of That's What She Said, but he does that's pretty much the only really noticeable joke. The rest of it's a little subtle, like maybe Jim, one of the characters, maybe he might make a remark, and I guess that maybe it's supposed to be a joke, and I might get it because I have the taste for it and because I like the show. But again, it's subtle and it kind of requires a specific taste for it.
Oh, great. Yeah, great answer. Definitely. I never got into The Office. I saw one of the season 2 episodes scattered, but I definitely think I may start up with it. I'm not sure if it's my kind of humor. I don't know. I'm more of a kind of straight up kind of guy humor, dark humor, really. Like, I'm more of a people at home. If you're a kid, you probably don't know. I mean, not a lot of kids like this kind of humor. But, like for the adults out there that probably are watching, maybe not. Like Franco, Rogan, Barshell, McBride, Robinson, and those are the last names, that kind of humor, more or less like straight up like, dark humor, like stoner comedies, But no, for sure, Jackson, yeah, great explanation. Let's delve in. What are the characters and what are they like? The main ones.
So the main characters, or I think that who they consider the main characters, is Mike. Well, here's the background of the show. This is it's supposed to be a documentary about a paper company. It's just supposed to be a documentary about the everyday lives of the coworkers at a paper company. So they describe him in the pilot episode, the clueless regional manager, Michael Scott, played by Steve Carell, perfectly executes his character. He does a great job. It's freaking amazing, and you can see a lot of character development from the pilot episode to the finale. You see a lot of character development with a lot of people, because Michael at the beginning, he's this ridiculous, he's full of it. He's ridiculous. He makes jokes. He did like a 20 or 30 second skit of $1 Million Man where Pam, the receptionist, she gives Michael a paper, and Michael's like, "This paper's so important, I should run to my office to go answer it." And then he does the for like an entire freaking 30 seconds. And
Interesting.
He's so ridiculous like that, but they do show good clips sometimes of really Michael doing his job, like Michael being Michael Scott, being really a good boss, which is why he's not fired yet throughout the entire season. So, next, I won't spend as much time as I did on him for everyone else, but Jim, a paper salesman. He, spoiler alert, he and Pam, the receptionist, Pam isn't much of a character. I mean, she is, but, she doesn't have too much to her. They end up getting married and having 2 children, I think.
Is this around the beginning, the end?
This is about the middle when they get married. I can't exactly remember, but anyways, I think it might be around maybe 6 or 7. I'm not exactly sure, but anyways. So there are those 2 characters. Then there's Dwight, the other paper salesman. Dwight is this really nerdy guy. He likes everything the way it's supposed to be. He does not put up with the pranks that Jim gives him, because Jim does all these ridiculous pranks, like he builds Dwight's desk out of Legos or something, or he does these ridiculous funny things that I think are pretty funny. But Dwight does not put up with that. Dwight's like the orderly guy that is amazing at his job. That's Dwight. And then there's Pam, the receptionist, for like the 3rd time I've said. Stanley, another salesman. Phyllis, another salesman. Then there's Angela, who, another spoiler alert, does end up having a kid with Dwight. Then there's Oscar, accountant. Kevin, the accountant, Kevin's that guy that doesn't exactly know what he's doing for his job. He's played by Brian Baumgartner. He's pretty funny. He's kind of like that clueless guy that is he's just that clueless guy. But then there's just a few other characters, but they're not exactly important. But that's pretty much the cast. And then eventually we learn more about the documentary and stuff like that. But that's pretty much all it is.
Well, Jackson, thank you for that very detailed and good rundown. Very good.
Very detailed.
That was good. It looks like you want to show the camera your phone. I believe I've seen some pictures. Isn't that Michael?
Oh, yeah, this is Michael right here, Michael Scott.
Interesting. So
I'll pull up some more pictures.
Yeah. Well, while we're doing that, I'm gonna ask you a few more questions, and then we can move on to something I watch. What is there a conflict in The Office? A main thing that pushes the show along, or is it just like the episodes have nothing to do with each other?
So real quick, this is Michael, but let's see. Main conflict.
Yes.
I'd say there's not exactly a main conflict that runs through all 9 seasons. There's not like a main thing, like they're trying to defeat a opposer in the paper business.
Overarching theme of the show.
Yeah, there's no huge overarching theme, but the episodes do sort of relate to each other. Some of the episodes kind of tag along with the other ones, but not exactly. Like every episode, there's a conflict and then it gets solved. It's not much.
Yeah.
But usually the relationships are the things that last through the episodes.
Yeah, so pretty much what you're saying is the plot doesn't really have an overarching theme, but it's more or less the characters that drive the plot.
Yeah.
Well, honestly, I definitely want to circle back to The Office, because that's interesting, and even though I may not watch it, I may not like it.
Oh, that's okay.
I want to circle back to it. But going off of what you said, look, you mind if we lead into my territory?
Definitely.
Okay, so I'm going to talk about 2 shows, but one very quickly and then one a little more in depth. The Big Bang Theory, right? It's amazing. 12 seasons, 280 episodes, maybe 281. I'm not exactly sure, but for sure. The Big Bang Theory is not just like The Office, but it's like what Jackson said. What's it doing? Oh, water. Nice. So definitely, I think that with the Big Bang Theory aside, it's pretty much about the lives of these characters that live in that live in Pasadena. Oh, thank you. Now we're doing a real talk show. If we had moms, it would be even better, but real talk show.
Delicious tap water.
Yeah. But definitely, the Big Bang Theory, the main characters are Sheldon Cooper, Amy Farrah Fowler, Howard Wolowitz, Leonard, what's his last name?
Leonard. It's just Leonard. It's just Leonard.
Well, the first names, Leonard, Penny, Amy, Raj, Sheldon, Bernadette, and Howard. Those are the 7 main characters. So yeah, the show definitely, some episodes have nothing to do with the others. It's more of the characters. I mean, towards the later seasons, like when people get married, some of the episodes have to do with each other, but not until the end. So yeah, good show, Big Bang Theory. And yeah, but definitely off of that note, on to
Hold on. If you don't mind, I would like to just quickly say something.
Yeah.
Speaking of Sheldon Cooper, I'm not sure if you guys knew, but there was a show, I think produced by the same people, called Young Sheldon.
Yes.
It's basically just the life of little Sheldon Cooper, the guy that is very smart. He went to high school because he was so smart, but he was only barely
8 or 9.
Yeah.
9.
Maybe 9 when he went to high school. But yeah, he that's just a show I wanted to quickly reference because I'm like, hey.
Yeah, I also watched Young Sheldon, and I didn't get to the episode that aired last Thursday. I'm gonna watch that probably tonight.
Oh, is it still airing?
Yeah, it's in season 4.
Nice.
Yeah, so Young Sheldon, Big Bang Theory, great shows. But let's go to this show, which I have a feeling Jackson knows what it is. The Walking Dead. So as you guys know, I've been doing recaps for The Walking Dead on the channel. I posted my season 6 recap. Remember, I almost chipped my brace off. Well, I didn't, so good for me. Currently, I watched only the first 3 episodes of season 7 because it's not that great. I mean, it's fine, but
Oh, that's the backyard.
I'm not going to list all the characters, there's way too many. But in The Walking Dead, it's pretty much post-apocalyptic. I'm pretty sure by the end of season 6, it's 3 years into the zombie apocalypse. So, yeah. By the end of season 6, it's about 3 years, so probably it's about a year and a half at around season 3. So that's probably about, what's a year and a half? That's about, 18 months? So then probably about probably around the first season of when the show started. Probably about 3/4 of the year, about 9 months. I'm not sure exactly though. The Walking Dead is amazing. For sure. Seasons 1, 3, 4, and 5 were great. 2 was slower than driving on a highway during rush hour.
You could have just said a turtle racing a boomer or something.
Yeah, it's
a better metaphor. That was a good metaphor.
Yeah, but
this wall is hollow.
For sure. The Walking Dead, it's really good. The characters are great, like Rick, Carl, Glenn, Abraham, Negan, the Saviors. We have Shiva and King Ezekiel. But season 7 declined a little, maybe. Seasons 1 through 6 were great. 2 was a little slow, but still really good. Season 7 is declining, and I can tell. The Walking Dead was about zombies, more or less, okay? It was about zombies. It was about killing zombies. So seasons 1 through 6 was that. At least the first half of season 6. The first, 8 episodes of season 6. Then the other 8...
was just surviving.
And they were trying to get these zombies out of... Yeah, because there was, a big zombie horde coming. The second half of season 6 introduced this group called the Saviors, which is this group led by Negan. And Negan then kills Glenn and Abraham. Glenn was with us since the second episode of the show.
Spoiler alert.
And Abraham was with us since around the end of season 4, so he wasn't so long. He was only with us for 2 seasons. And now we have the introduction of Hilltop and the Kingdom. So now it's not even on zombies. There's so many places. There's Alexandria. There's the Saviors There's the Saviors complex in the Saviors. There's Hilltop with all those people. And now there's the Kingdom, led by King Ezekiel. There's 4 places, and it's not about zombies anymore. It's about killing other people. If you're in a zombie apocalypse, band together and survive. You have hundreds of people, maybe 1,000. Don't be dumb, kid, hit your shots. Hit your shots. It's just, it's dumb. What they're doing. It's simply not smart. Yeah, but definitely Negan's really cool. He's sick. And guys, just so you know, season 7 recap, it's not coming for a while. A few weeks, about 3 or 4, maybe a month, I don't know. But definitely, it's a really good show overall. Season 1 was a tight 6 episodes. Season 2 was 13 episodes. And then seasons 3 through 9 were 16. And season 10 was 16, but they're going to add an extra 6 episodes. And then I believe season 11 will be the final season. So yeah, it's really good.
Are they making another one?
Yeah, I think one last season. But definitely, overall, it's a little declining. It's declining a little because sadly it's not about zombies a lot anymore. But speaking on Dwight, there's a character named Dwight in The Walking Dead. So, yeah, for sure, that's great. So we have The Walking Dead, Big Bang Theory, Young Sheldon, and none other than Mr. The Office. So that's really cool. A little fill-in, guys. Do you mind if I say one more quick thing?
Oh, sure.
Yeah, I'm watching this really good show called Breaking Bad.
Oh yeah, you talked about this.
Yeah, Breaking Bad. It's really good. It's 6 seasons. It's pretty much about this guy who, are you gonna search it up?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. It's about this guy, Walter White, who's diagnosed with lung cancer. So he's like, I'm gonna start a midlife crisis because I'm gonna die in 6 months. Might as well run a meth lab. So basically, what he was doing was he went on a meth bus with his friend or something, because
96 Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah, he had a friend who he was turning 50, and he was like he's a police officer, his friend, and so his friend was like, hey Walter, it's your 50th birthday, come along with this meth bust, and we can show you. And then he saw actually someone escaping the meth bust through a window, and it was his student. He's a chemistry teacher, and then he tracked down the student, and he said, all right, Jesse, that's his name, I saw you escaping that meth bust. I was with my friend for my 50th. He said I could come along. Let's start a meth business. If you say no, I will report you to the cops. And he's like, okay, fine. Yeah. So then they pretty much started cooking up meth. They crashed their van, and I think 2 people just got killed in the first episode. So it's crazy. Breaking Bad, amazing.
Was that the first episode?
Yeah, I think
entirely in the first episode.
Yeah, that's correct, right?
I'm trying to find the
cast.
No, just the rating.
Rotten Tomatoes?
No, whatever. You keep talking. I'll be.
Well, yeah, for sure. Breaking Bad. It's really great, and yeah. I bet a lot of people.
It's only MA.
Yeah, I bet a lot of people watch Breaking Bad. Well, MA is the worst it can be.
Really?
Yeah, MA is R, except for TV.
Is it?
Let me pause this real quick. All right, guys. So, yeah, there's a lot of good shows on currently. There's Prodigal Son, which had a nice tight 20 episodes in the first season, and it has 2 episodes in season 2 so far. Prodigal Son's really good. Evil, Manifest, Miracle Workers. There's so many good shows out there. Game of Thrones is amazing, but I'm not sure I should talk about Game of Thrones on the channel because it's a pretty inappropriate show.
That's nice.
But Game of Thrones is great. Do you want to end it, Jackson, or do you want to talk a little more? Because I feel like we could delve back into the office.
Let's talk a bit more because we're only at 19 minutes. Come on.
Yeah. But I guarantee you guys, there's going to be some episodes that definitely are not going to be half an hour. Some will be like 20 minutes, just saying. So, okay.
I can touch the sky.
Jackson, what do you want to talk about, sir?
I don't care.
Well, you're up for it. I've been talking for 10 minutes. You talk for 10 minutes. It's now back to you for the last 10 minutes.
That sounds good. Okay, so let's talk about another TV show, because I feel like we've given a good explanation on a few different ones, but like, what's another good one that maybe you've watched and maybe I've seen too, which I doubt there's actually.
Simpsons?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe. Damn.
Maybe.
The Simpsons is, I think, the longest scripted running show.
Yeah.
Not animated, but watched.
They're still even making
32 seasons. It started in 1989. I actually watch it in order. I don't watch it out of hand, even though the episodes have nothing to do with each other. I've seen seasons 1 through 11 and the first few episodes of season 12. But I stopped watching it a while ago because they all moved to Disney Plus, and I don't have Disney Plus.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to refill my water, so I'm going to pause this real quick.
Nice.
Woo. Actually, before I go get my water, here's a little transition. Okay, I'm going to go get water, and then I'll be right back, and we can talk more
about The Simpsons. The Simpsons. Writer's office.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are currently back. Guys, my refill. Alright, Simpsons time. Jackson, start us off.
Oh, that was such a... Hold on. That's a weird angle, man. Anyways, so The Simpsons. Oh, that was loud. So The Simpsons. Amazing show. It's pretty good. It's the characters are yellow.
Well, except the black ones. They are brown.
They are brown, yeah. But The Simpsons, great show. If you can watch it, I do recommend it. It's not exactly kid friendly, but it's not super bad.
I mean, Common Sense Media said it was like 12 plus, I think.
I'd say that's actually, I'd say that's accurate. 12 plus. Yeah, I'd say that's good. Anyways, very good show. After 31 years, there are still episodes coming out of the writer's office.
32.
My facts have been corrected. No! Anyways. But yeah, it's a pretty good show. It's about just the Simpsons. It's the family of Homer Simpson. I'm sure a lot of you have heard of The Simpsons, but in case you haven't, Homer Simpson, the fat Homer Simpson who loves donuts and everything.
We all love Homer, and
we love Homer.
He's a great dude. Like, whoever can get mad at Homer Simpson?
Marge, Lisa, Bart.
I've been corrected.
Maggie. Everybody.
Well, we love Homer Simpson, okay?
Yeah.
At home, we love the guy. And it's sad because the guy's depressed. There was an episode where he tried to kill himself.
Oh, there was?
Yeah, It was sad.
Anyways, this is a joke of my friend's. I'm not sure if he...
Guys, if you haven't noticed, I've been trying to be like a thug and not drink my water like this. And I just spilled some.
Thug life. Anyways, this is a joke of my friend's. I'm not sure if he wants to be on the internet, but anyways, this is a joke of my friend's, not Sam's, but he said, "What's the fattest hominid? Homo Simpson."
Who said that?
Quinn, wife. Quinn Anderson.
Yeah.
It was pretty funny. In case you guys don't know, a hominid is just like those Homo erectus, Homo sapiens, and Homer. What's the fattest hominid? Homo Simpson.
Funny.
I just blew your mind. LOL. Anyways, so there's Homer, the guy. We all love him. Anyways, Marge Simpson, the wife with the angry voice.
And the big blue hair.
The big blue hair!
It reaches all the way up out of the frame.
Woo! Out of the frame. Yeah. But Marge, the mother, the great mother, she's like that mother stereotype. Just a mother, really.
Yeah, simple as that. Just a mother.
Just a mother.
A simple
who cares
mother.
about her family. Anyways, then there's Bart, the troublemaker. The small yellow one with spiky head, with a spiky skull. Because I don't know if you guys seen, but I think one of the episodes there was an X-ray of Bart Simpson, and it showed underneath his spiky head that was actually his skull. It was just a skull spiky. Anyways, then there's Bart, the troublemaker. Slingshot, skateboard, all that stuff. El Barto is his like street name, I guess. But then there's Lisa Simpson, the one who pays attention in class, gets good grades, and is very good at the saxophone. There was an entire episode about her getting into this advanced school for instrumentalists, but it really did not work. So, anyways, then there's Maggie, the small baby that just makes this noise.
You did that so great, Jackson. That's a pat on the back, or on the shoulder.
Yeah.
Fail. Yeah, definitely. I mean, The Simpsons is a great show by any means. I mean, the characters are great, and one of my favorite episodes, I think, if I'm remembering correctly, is one of the episodes where Lisa goes to like a psychic, and it's like a flash forward, not a flashback, a flash forward. I guess like that's a thing, where she like dreams that she like gets married. She like meets this guy in college. She gets married. She has kids, and it's a really great episode. I'm pretty sure it's an episode from The Simpsons 8th season. And if you're interested in The Simpsons even more, you can go to this. Oh my gosh, I can't talk. Are you hearing this?
He can't word.
You can go to the description of my channel, and I have my Rotten Tomatoes account linked, and you can go to TV ratings, and pretty much all of my recent ones are reviewing all 11 of the first Simpsons seasons.
Or you can just Google The Simpsons, and it'll show, hey, where do you want to watch?
Yeah, but also it'll boost my channel. So.
Oh yeah, I guess so.
Anyway, but yeah, definitely. I mean, Simpsons is an amazing show by any means, and yeah, I mean, 32 seasons. It's still going strong, and a definite good watch. And it's animated, and it's that. I mean, the Simpsons seasons are great.
Yeah, but really quick.
You want me to pause?
Dang it. I lost my train of thought. No.
Well, like your mom said, if you lost it, it ain't that important.
I mean, yeah. If you can't remember, it must have not been that important.
Albert Einstein forgets something.
Albert Einstein forgets E equals MC squared. Also, Albert Einstein. Whatever. But I think I was gonna say. Sad. Okay, we can just move on from that.
Okay, well, yeah, so we've covered The Simpsons, Breaking Bad, The Office, The Walking Dead, Young Sheldon, and The Big Bang Theory. About 6 things.
That's good.
Tightly wrapped in about 28 minutes. But Jackson, you know what about TV? It's great because some TV episodes are over 90 minutes. For instance, one of the longest episodes of Game of Thrones is season 8, episode 3, which I believe is 93 minutes.
Wow.
Some movies are less than that, which is crazy. I mean, shows are so good, they progress through seasons and seasons and seasons. Some bad shows are canceled with like only 1 or 2 seasons, and some good shows go on for like 6, 7 more seasons.
10, like The Walking Dead.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure The Walking Dead I saw had like an episode that was like over 140 minutes, which is crazy. Yeah, it's like 2.5 hours, 220. 2.5 hours, 2 hours and 20 minutes, something like that. Guys, I'm sorry. My word is fumbling.
Sam cannot speak today. Sam cannot words today. Sam cannot spec.
Yeah. Do we want to go to another show, talk about TV shows as a whole, or wrap it up?
I think we should wrap it up at a good 29 and 12 minutes.
Yeah. Seconds. 12 seconds. Ladies and gentlemen, that was season 1, episode 3. Oh, well, don't end it quite yet.
I'm not.
Oh, you're Xing that out because it's up in the way. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that was season 1, episode 3 of our podcast/show.
Did I step in your water?
We did TV shows. We did TV shows as our topic. Episode 4. I'm gonna whisper to Jackson. Hopefully, you guys don't hear. Oh, you're gonna probably hear because the audio's good. Alright, we've proudly decided on episode 4, guys. But if you enjoyed, subscribe. Well, before we end, sorry, I don't want to cut anyone off. Jackson, closing thoughts about TV shows and overall. You gotta have
some are good, some are bad. Some are amazing, some are terrible.
Do you think The Office is your favorite show?
Maybe. Probably.
Yeah.
Probably.
Sounds plausible. Okay, well, overall, my closing thoughts. It was great discussion. I loved it a lot. Thought it was great. Said that twice now. Well, for me.
Thought it was great discussion. Thought it was great.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that was amazing. Mm-hmm. And yeah, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to enjoy the video, subscribe, like, and make sure to turn on post notifications. And I'll see you, and we'll see you next time. Peace.
Just do the thing.
Do. Ow!
You can't turn it off. Take your hand off the screen.